Hello, good morning to you. It's Joshua here, and I'm so glad that you're tuning in right now. Alright, so this morning I'll be talking to you briefly about the tongue. The Bible says that the tongue has the capacity to create life and to create death, because it says that within the tongue we find life and you find death. Now, that we know that the tongue has the capacity to create life and death, what do? Of course, we invest right with the tongue, right? Because using our tongues to create life will be more valuable and more important to anyone around us. Alright, so how do we exactly, appreciate the power of the tongue? By making use of it positively. Of course, number one, you begin to speak positive about yourself. Number two, you speak positive about people around you. And number three, you speak positive about the generations to come. I know you may want to think about this so closely. Now, first one, I said you speak positive about yourself. Now, speaking positive about yourself is one of those important ways to create more values to your life. Just take, for example, you woke up this morning and then you want to just get to do something and you don't have a positive mindset about it. The ability for you to speak positive about yourself, like, okay, fine, I could achieve this, I can make this goal, I can, press forth in this, I could achieve this success, I could, hit that stuff and then get right on the top of this, stuff, is one of those important ways to, kickstart your day and make your day a graceful one. Number two is to speak positive about people around you. Do you know that if you speak negatively about people around you, you are actually creating an aura around you that could actually turn out to be negative for you? Alright, this is what it means. When you say people around you aren't reasonable enough, it simply means that over time you will be affected by people who are not reasonable, and so therefore you will be affected by unreasonable acts, and invariably you will begin to carry out things that are not reasonable because people around you are not reasonable. That sounds funny, right? That's the truth, because when you say someone is going crazy around you, someone is crazy, someone is not serious, someone is not making sense, you will always have people around you that are making sense. You could turn the chairs around and make the table turn by saying you are making the good sense. Now make this better sense by doing this, and this. Alright, you are so amazing. And of course, you can be more amazing by doing this, and this. Now this is how to make your environment conducive for your mind. And then this is how to achieve great success. You know why? Because the power of life and death resides in the tongue. So the power of life and death resides in the tongue. So your tongue has the capacity to give life and it has the capacity to give death. One more thing also is to speak positive about the generations to come. How do I mean? For example, you have your wife and then she's pregnant and then you're wondering, the baby is kicking, things like that, And then I need to remind you that growing fetus already got life, and so you can speak to it and then you can have a response. How about trying that today? And then you just get close to your wife and just say, hello baby, God bless you, and then you get the baby to kick, things like that. Alright, in this way, more importantly is to pray about your generation, pray about your posterity, pray about the generations to come, pray about the children of your loins and the like. So that's what I meant by investing positively with positive words to the generations to come. I just hope you have been blessed by these short words, and then you will begin to speak positive and not negative, because the more positive you speak, the more positive events you find around you. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so glad you did. Once again, this is Joshua here, and I appreciate you so much. God bless you real good. I remain your friend and co-laborer in Christ, Oduyoye, Joshua.